And now it's time for Training Camp Today with Neil Roberts and the Minnesota Vikings.
It's no secret the Vikings have a quarterback battle in camp, but a guy who's watched a lot of quarterback tape in his day, Randy Hedberg, former quarterbacks coach at NDSU, joins us. And Randy, you said you didn't necessarily recruit either of these guys back in college, but I know you've seen them plenty in the NFL and get a pretty good sense of where they might be at with this stuff. Let's start with the new guy in camp, Kyler Murray, who the Vikings signed for the NFL minimum. So kind of a no-brainer for Kyler and the Vikings, right?
I think it's a great pickup for the Vikings. First overall pick, as you mentioned. Also was a first-round pick in Major League Baseball. So he's an excellent athlete. I think has a strong arm. He's just not very tall, but he can run around. He can escape from pressure, which I think is critical in the NFL. I think that's the way NFL teams are going now. They're drafting quarterbacks. They want quarterbacks that can get away from pressure, and I think Kyler's one of those guys.
All right, we'll get Randy's impression of J.J. McCarthy when we come back.
History will be made on September 5th as 7 Generation Sports and Entertainment and Four Bears Casino and Lodge present The Slapdown in Newtown. Feel the impact. The first ever professional slap event in North Dakota history. Saturday, September 5th, 7 p.m. live from the Four Bears Event Center.
Tickets on sale now at fourbearscasino.com or etix.com.
Witness history and find out who has the strongest hand in North Dakota. The Slapdown in Newtown. Saturday, September 5th. Tickets and ringside tables available now.
Looking for a fun and easy weekend getaway? Courtyard by Marriott Roseville has everything you need. Relax in spacious rooms, splash in the indoor pool, and enjoy breakfast at our bistro. With Roseville Shopping Center and Twin Cities attractions just minutes away, it's the perfect spot for families' adventures or a couple's retreat. Make your weekend unforgettable at Courtyard by Marriott Roseville, perfectly positioned between Minneapolis and St. Paul. Courtyard Roseville keeps you close to the action without the downtown hassle. Book direct by calling 651-746-8000, the Marriott Bonvoy app, or at Marriott.com.
We're with former Bison quarterbacks coach Randy Hedberg giving us his analysis on Kyler Murray versus J.J. McCarthy. We've already talked about Kyler a bit. Your impressions of J.J.?
I think it was a disappointing year for J.J. this past year, the 25 season. I just think he had a few dinged up injuries and pulled himself out of a game, which I don't think is very good for the coaching staff to see that. But he has physical skills. He has a strong arm. And he's another guy that can get away from pressure. You know, if they bring pressure, he can get away from it. Athletically, I think he's okay that way. He just needs to get some experience behind the center and make some plays. I personally think it's going to be Kyler Murray's going to be number 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if Carson Wentz number 2.
Thanks, Randy, for that. And that concludes this edition. Until next time, I'm Neil Roberts.
You've been listening to Training Camp Today, brought to you in part by Four Bears Casino and Lodge near Newtown, North Dakota, by the Courtyard by Marriott Roseville, and by Herd and Horns, your NDSU Bison headquarters across from campus.